So I thought I'd do a quick video on the hive I built. This is the roof, which I slapped together very quickly because I had bees that were dying and needed to be put in a hive, and I needed to get certain measurements and things sorted out. I just put flashing across the top of it, so if it rains, the rain will not go down into the hive. And then I've got a fresh coat of linseed oil on it to weatherproof it, which is where you're getting the shine from. Right now I've got gaps all along the peak to let air flow through so that it doesn't retain too much heat up here. I don't know if that's going to be a problem, if bugs will get in there, if bees will try and build in there, or if that might cause problems in winter if it would get too cold. Hopefully before winter gets here, I'll have an idea. Over here is my hive as I built it, and I got a bajillion flies flying around right now, as well as one or two bees. The flies are attracted to all these dead bees that are lying here on the ground because I didn't make it in time. I worked as hard and as fast as I could, but I couldn't get this completed and move-in ready in time. So I lost a lot of bees, and I don't think these guys are going to make it. But here's their top entrance and their bottom entrance. They don't seem to be bothered too much by the flies. Although one of them just flew in my face, so I'm going to back up just a touch. It's hot and kind of humid, not as bad as last night. And it's supposed to rain, and from what I understand, that will get the bees in something of an agitated state. That said, you can see the floor I put in there, some empty bars and a follower over here, and then I put in a window so that we could look inside and view the little guys, which is rather a difficult challenge on video. I'm not sure what reflection I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of reflections. You can see some bees moving around in there. Let's see here. Hopefully they're not too agitated, and they'll let me open things up just a touch. They first entered the hive through this area here. You see them kind of coming and going a little bit. So I had a minor interruption there, but when the bees first got into the hive, they clustered right there, and I had to brush them in that night. So they seem to like that spot. Right now there's a lot of them flying around, making me a little bit nervous. But I'd like to look down in there, if you can see. Maybe you can't. Back in there is a queen cell that hatched while these guys are... I'm backing up. While these guys were in their nest. This bee just keeps following me. I promise I'm not going to hurt you. I don't have any protective gear on right now, which might make me really stupid. Anyway, there's a queen cell in there that hatched while I was building the hive, and I didn't see the queen at all. I've been hoping that she will show back up, but I have not seen her yet, and I'm not going to get a chance to. These guys are rather irritated. Yes, I see. So this is my hive. Now you've seen it. Know what it looks like. And the roof just slides on top and protects the bees from rain. But now that I left the follower open, they're all over the place. Fantastic. So the family I pulled the hive out of said there's still a lot of activity in their house and outside their house. So I went there today and I vacuumed up this bag full of bees. Unfortunately, I tried a new way of fastening the end of the bag here to the lid there right around the hose opening, and it allowed for the bees to crawl out of the bag in the bucket. And so now I have bees on the bag instead of all of them in the bag. But this is a large amount of bees, and I'm going to add them to the small amount of bees that survived from my previous clean out attempts. And then hopefully there's a queen in here. I honestly don't know. I didn't see one. I didn't see any brood. This may have been a queenless hive. Maybe there were several queen cells that I found as I tore out the hive today. That section of the hive that went under the floor that I thought only went back a foot actually went back about 3.5 feet. And unfortunately I was under time constraints, so I didn't do any videotaping. I had to break into the ceiling of their living room to get to it and to get it cleaned out. Vacuumed all these bees up. I'm hoping there's a queen in there because I didn't see one. It's possible that whatever queen or queens hatched out of those pods or out of those cells got eaten by birds or something. And so if I don't see a queen in another couple days, if I can't find one, not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know any beekeepers in the area, but maybe I can find one. These bees have been incredibly docile, all things considered, so it'd be awesome to have a queen from their stock, but I just had a fly buzz my ear, which makes me nervous when I'm out here and I don't have a net on or anything like that. But maybe I can find a queen for these guys. We'll see. Well, I didn't save every single bee. I definitely had some die, but there are quite a few moving around down here that I think will pull through, will live. Some will die. There are some that are clearly dead lying up here, but there are also many that are alive. There are some that are alive and very angry right now. There's a huge pile of them there, and I don't know how many will come out of that alive, but much more successful than the last time I did this. And these guys were in there absolutely no longer than necessary. I got them home and put them right in the box. So we'll see if there's a queen in there and if she survived in the next day or two.